yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Newton. A quick slant to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. I'll call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Newton. And going. That's caught at the 25.
Showtime today, baby.
And touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 61 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. The man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. Gets this one to hit. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game. And now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, How'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the red zone now, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's second and inches at the 11-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Visitors 14.
And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the
Rodgers lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. Pass the 20, 10. And he's going to bring this one back. A fumble return for an AFC touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers will get this into the hands of Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now following the interception, here's Newton. A screen to Bell. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Vinatieri's kick is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, you finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 24, Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rolling to his right. They'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the AFC. 63 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
2nd down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Our home team, nothing. Adam Vinatieri.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
Because now
and now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown. Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to claw one back. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
38. Our home team, 8. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score. Visitors 45.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And by the tight end pull. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers again now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards first 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be called. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the NFC able to make this a bit more respectable. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Our home team, 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out, Jim.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1. One there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Aaron Jones.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running the sweep with McLaurin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 48 yards.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now left side on the swing pass, and he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to cut into that lead.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Breeze now. Incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 18-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of...
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Joe Mixon, the ball
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Gets this one to Hill. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the NFC's 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The AFC thus far on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And some room to work. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. And at this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Despite the 4th quarter, that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and 4.
He was covered.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun now for Breeze. Left side, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
NFC first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Breeze. That little slant to McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
The ball carry.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. To throw is Breeze. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score. Visitors 48. Our home team 26.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the AFC. 46 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
And it is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 36 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Punching it in from a yard away. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Joe Mixon, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He is going to find Hill here. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for an AFC.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Today's final score.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard.
telling me no.